Today I was coming and on the way, my mom was texting me and she was like, did you sow into God's kingdom today?
Okay.
Out of Iconic Worship, we support few ministries.
Okay.
There's a home church for Iconic Worship, Adonai Worship Center in Ramotinagar.
Okay.
And there are a few other ministries we support. So my mom was like, did you sow? Did you sow? I said, yes, mama, I sowed. And she's like, God is reminding me, a preacher once told, sowing into God's kingdom is better than investing in the stock market.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we've experienced that at Iconic Worship. Each time we called a guest speaker, we put all the money in the bank to them because we honor them. We want to sow into them.
Oh,
You won't believe within 4-5 hours we get 3 times,
Oh my God.
5 times.
Wow.
I still remember Hubli, we gave an amount of money to a man of God because he hosted us. Before he came out of the house, we got like 4x.
Oh, wow.
In Bangalore, we hosted a very famous Tamil singer,
Okay.
producer and a singer. And we had put all the money. We had even asked the crowd to sow into the ministry. We put all the money in there. And within the day ends, we had gotten 2.5x.
Wow.
So that's very true. Like you said, some people say, I'll pray for you. But, if the woman could break that alabaster jar at the feet of Jesus, it is 1 year of wages. She didn't just come and weep.
Yeah.
She didn't come and weep at Jesus and, okay, go. She broke that jar because worship is sacrifice. Sacrifice is costly. And, this entire culture of giving, right? Even the secular people believe in giving. The heart, it's a universal law. When you give, it always comes back to you. But obviously not going to give with that intention.
With that intention.
But we are addicted to giving. We always give. We always empty our bank accounts.
Wow.
And if you see a bank transaction, huge amount of money, next day zero, then huge zero. If someone monitors our bank account, they'll be like, oh,
what is happening? That's so good. I really second that when you talk about giving, right? Like giving has always been my thing as well. Like for me, not just money, there was this time where God would just say, take up back in the day, the costliest thing I would ever own would be a watch. Like it would be the costliest, like based on my own, money, right? Like, so, but God would say, take up this watch, sow it into this person. And I would just take it and give it. And then I just did this. Like, I think this first time happened, I was in FGAG church and Pastor Sammy was preaching and God was like, this was a costly watch. It was 7,000 back then. It was more than my 1 month salary that time. And God was like, give it to him, sow into him. And I was like, God, it's generally not easy to meet him. So, if at all I get to meet him, then I'll give it to him. And in the service, he uses the word, about sewing your watch. I was like, oh shoot, why would he do that?
Sewing your watch.
Yes. Wow. And then that was the day it was so easy to meet him. And then I took up my watch and I gave it to him. My heart was sinking like there. And then I just walk out of that place and a random person just meets me. Other than watch, the other thing I love is ring. I call it the John of the Rings, like Lord of the Rings. I love rings. So a person just took out a silver ring and said, the Lord told me to give this to you.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
Within like a few minutes.
Yeah, I just gave to him and I'm walking out of the room and a person meets me.
Wow.
So then I knew that this was God. And I didn't have a watch. And 2 days later, I happened to go to somebody's house to pray for them. And that person is like, I don't know why the Lord is leading me to give a watch to you. I'm sure you'll have watches. I'm like, I just gave away my watch. I didn't have a watch. And then much later, it came to a point where somebody came to minister in my ministry service. And the Lord was like, give this watch also to him. And I was like, God, I don't have a watch. And then I just took that watch and I gave it to him. He started crying because that was his dream watch. And I was like, okay. And so I've seen that, like when you sow, when you have that heart to bless other people, God is going to take care of us. That's the assurance. Absolutely. Like, no matter what. So we are not, I love how Pastor Joel always says, he says, when you lend, you're not lending to people, you're lending unto the Lord. So there's always that difference. God will never be like, you know what, I'm not going to give back. Like, I mean, don't give with an intention of getting back. That's where people make the mistake. Like, oh God, I know I sowed this, give me, 100 times next day or something. But don't do it with that intention.
The heart has to be.
Yes, the heart has to be in the right place. And then God will definitely show up and show out. So I just pray, guys, that you will be, God will speak to you to sow into His ministry as well as my ministry. So I think this is the first time I'm ever talking about money in any of my podcasts or sermons. Yes, wow. I never.
And this is the first time my mom ever texts like that.
Oh,
yeah, I was on the way here and texting about sowing and giving, and she's checking if I sowed and give.
Wow. Okay.
She spoke about Ananias and Sapphira, about how they lied about selling a piece of land, and they didn't entirely to God's kingdom. They lied about, okay, I sold my land, but they kept some to themselves. They didn't give the entire piece of the money to the ministry. How they both dropped dead. It's very cool. I mean, it's one of the most mafia scenes in the Bible.
Yes.
Ananias first lies and drops dead. Sapphira comes, not aware that her husband is dead. And when Peter asks the question, Sapphira lies. And Peter looks into Sapphira and says, the same people who buried your husband
are
waiting at the door, and they'll bury you too. Imagine the amount of tension in that place.
Yeah. So don't give out of fear, guys.
Yeah, even fear.
Yeah, but then, like you said, there is a very serious element to giving. And I think the reason I refrain from talking about it is because people have this perception outside, like, oh, these preachers are after money, there's always this underlining perception. And my perspective has always been like, God will provide when I need it. So I just ask the Lord and then I just pour it out. So no matter what. So let's see.
We get it as well. For example, we send the QR code in our WhatsApp communities and stuff like that. And recently I'd heard that somebody was making a comment that why are they traveling only in flights? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? They can travel in train, they can do this, they can do that. First of all, we don't want to own explanation. Second of all, we are the people who don't give.
Yeah, true.
The people who give have the best part is the people who give don't really have the mindset, don't really question anything.
Yes.
Okay. But the people who don't give are the ones, they don't really have money, they don't have this, they don't have that, and blah blah blah, and yada yada. Yes. So one part is just let it be, because even the people who are earning money in from the secular world in terms of likes of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they're all criticized too.
Yes.
So basically, even through ministry, they're saying, oh no, if you earn the money, we're happy. Fine. That case, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk earn the money, but still people are after him for having all the money in the world.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is people are
going to criticize you no matter what.
And people are envious and jealous of you. So just let it be. That's all.